Hello, hello.
We are currently attempting to get our new champion, Mr. Toric, into the house, but he's
Yeah,
disappeared, basically.
he has.
So, I guess we'll try to pass the time for a few minutes, and if he comes back, wonderful. If not, we'll bid you adieu. Speaking of bidding adieu, Mr. Album has to bid us adieu for a bit.
Yeah.
He has life things to do.
Yeah, my summer's pretty busy, so will not be casting for the next few months, at least. Hope to come back in the fall if you guys will have me.
Oh, we will.
But in the meantime, I'm looking for a temporary replacement. So if anyone has any ideas, tell someone to talk to me, and we can hook things up. In the meantime, do you want to, while we wait for Toric, do we want to just talk about the new cards that we're seeing play in Masters?
Sure. How close were our predictions? Well, let's see. Cleanse, unsurprisingly, was in just about every deck.
Yep.
We did see the Twilight Guardian, but honestly, I still think the card is terrible. Basically,
it didn't work at all, unfortunately. The combo with Scatador, right? That's the kind of the deal.
Yeah, but even then, it wasn't that good. Yeah, if you get some kind of a machine gun thing going, but it's like even that isn't as consistent as Necromantic Cult, which is just a one-man machine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Charles, we saw only a little bit of him. So
yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be like a deck you can build around him. He's good enough as is, but has that weakness of he can't protect a board the way Flesh Sculptor can.
Yeah.
Life
Force, right? Interject for a second here.
Oh, yeah.
Toric is working on getting his system set up. So we will have him in a little bit, so it'll give us a little bit of time to keep talking about stuff.
Actually, why don't we just go from, like, in order of cards? Like,
yeah.
So let's see. Wonderbird. Nobody played it, right? Unsurprisingly.
I didn't see any Wonderbird.
I think what Wonderbird needs is that order effect needs to give attack, not health. Like, what's the point of giving health when you have a shield? Like, you already have a shield. And if you get damaged, you lose the health. The only exception is, I guess, if you're a 2-health creature, you are immune to noxious fumes. Like, you don't die to noxious fumes, as long as you have the shield. But
you get away from Symbol as well, but not Fireball.
What do you mean, Symbol?
Symbol of Fury.
You only
after you've taken off the shield.
Well, then you go back to 2 health.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, the health goes away. It's a ongoing effect. That's my point. It's just... What if it was attack? That would be interesting.
Yeah. I like that.
So, yeah.
Trade up a little bit.
And there's also just not enough shield synergy going around, I don't think, for Wonderbird to, like, do anything. So, Hallowed Essence, nobody played it. Not that I saw.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it would fit. I just don't think it does enough. Like, protecting yourself from sacrifices, that's not good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you're running into a lot of mono black. I mean, I could see it maybe in a tournament situation, but it's so specific that I don't know.
It seems more like a sideboard card.
Yeah. And we don't really have sideboard in this game, so.
Sadly.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Orc Commando, we saw him a couple times. Pretty solid.
Yeah. Seems interesting. And he's not like a giant game changer, but he's a very solid creature, especially in those colors. It's nice to have him around.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of people playing this color combination today, which since Red Soldiers hasn't really been a huge thing, but a lot of spell decks were going around and Burning Rage, and it was fun.
Yeah, solid card there. Godlet Dungeon, I think I saw one person play it in No, I ran into it in ladder right before Masters.
I didn't see anyone
play this. It didn't really do anything. Sylvan, nobody. I don't see how this card could be played right now. For this card to be good, you need to have some insane spirit that like really benefits from energy, like really insanely benefits from energy.
Yeah.
To justify the 2 extra mana.
Yeah. What creatures do we even have that you'd want to get out?
I mean, Titan is one of the strongest, but that's 6 mana. total. That's a lot.
Yeah. What about Flame Serpent? But you're blue and green. And that doesn't have any
it's a
energy.
6 mana Flame Serpent. That's...
What the hell is in blue and green that you would want to get energy?
Only those are the energy
Enchanting
colors.
Subordinate?
Don't
Spectral
be
Aurite? Maybe? Yeah, Dust Titan definitely seems like the best pick.
It is the only good one, but it's too much mana.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think, yeah, Jodo and I were talking about it like this, too. We thought, like, why not just make this cost 1 mana, then? Because it's not like it's a search card. You have to play the thing.
Yeah.
So, if it was 1 mana, then, you know, searching on a Titan...
Then you can actually play it
in
a reasonable
that's
amount
not
of
bad.
time.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Or separate the effect where you can search for it separately without having to immediately play it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too expensive for that, probably. All right.
Life Force,
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, that was a cool, really, really cool card.
Really fun, yeah. Just copying your best cards, copying your Titans. Nobody copied any Red Dragons, sadly, but nobody tried copying Sculptors, thankfully.
I think the blue-green kind of keeps people away from trying to play it in too many decks right now, but that could change.
It's really just blue. You don't even need the green. It's the blue effect that does the copying. Just use a blue-black somehow with zombies. I don't know. Seems like it could be possible.
Sure.
The raiding party.
Someone was playing it. Cruel Tech?
No, I don't think it was Cruel Tech. But I did hear you say that somebody was playing it. So
I spec'd some other game while we were watching someone or waiting for someone, and I saw it.
So how much play this card sees just depends
Swap.
on how popular Wisdom rages. That's really it.
Yeah.
Oh, the deck with Charles was often banned. Oh, okay. I guess Charles was played a lot then. Underground Maze, nobody, right? No Reanimator decks of any kind.
I didn't see any. We could have missed it, but I didn't see any.
Charlie. So apparently Charlie was pretty popular, but it just kept getting banned.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's a good card.
Yeah. Smart bans then if he's that annoying. I can't blame you guys. Good choice.
Then the last of the shrines, I don't think so. I don't think these are really any good. They're cool to have, I guess, but
I want to play that in the Scatador deck, the one with the Flesh Sculptors and all that. I don't know if it works, but I think people do.
And then Diluted Despot, we did see in one of those last games.
Yeah, and that kind of same sort of style of deck with the Flesh Sculptors and...
Yeah, I mean, it's basically an Angelic Temple
Chalice.
for 1 more mana that comes in activated. Basically. Doesn't have Swift. But well, pretty OP if it had Swift.
So, can you hear me?
Oh, is this Torek? Hello, welcome.
Yes, finally.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You are a 36th Masters Champion. This is your first one, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Like 2 years.
You know what the best prize is? Winning, because you're not going to get any money because you live in Germany.
Yep.
Maybe you can get a card back out of it, though. Have you talked to Igloo yet? That'd be a good thing to do. Get your own little personal card back. I know Nate's done that before.
Probably gonna try to do that, yeah.
Yeah, that could be fun. So how does it feel?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I bet.
Seems your final battle was very swift. You just walked in, put your boot up his ass, and that was it.
With my lineup.
Yeah, I was saying the French don't generally have a good chance against the Germans, and I was right.
Like everyone's playing either aggro or anti-aggro decks, kind of, or at least the people I played against, and I played anti-aggro and like stuff that beats Burke, and everyone else playing. So yeah, was kind of pretty lucky with the lineup.
Yeah. What was your hardest match?
I don't. I don't actually know. Because it's like, I lost one game.
Yeah.
Against, I believe, Wildblade.
Yeah.
And that game I lost because I misplayed.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do it.
Where I had a situation where I could get like a 3 emblem Tren on the board that he literally couldn't kill with the Namir's Blessing, and I miscounted and couldn't do it because of that. And at that point, he can't win the game anymore with Burning Rage.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That would probably be my hardest matchup then.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, the lineup, the finals was like pretty good draw, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you played Priest for my my last Masters cast here. I really appreciate that. It's a good send off for me.
I mean, you'll be back. It's not like you're like leaving.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Okay, it's gonna be a few months. I'm gonna miss you guys. So do you want to talk about how you chose your deck? Was it just because you saw a lot of aggro around, or you just like playing these decks, or?
2 out of the 3 decks I played in the qualifier, the Kaino deck and the Priest deck, and I think Priest is actually a really good deck. People don't play it for some reason.
Well, yeah.
And in the third deck, I had like a weird deck with like Crip and Guardian and all the new cards in it in the qualifier, but that's really bad against the artifact deck, because when they get the wall down and the armor on the wall, then I can't kill it anymore.
It's pretty much GG.
I literally can't win the game. So, and I couldn't afford to ban that because I wanted to ban Cataclysm deck.
Okay.
So I went with the Reunion deck, which did perform pretty well.
Yeah, that was looking nice.
I basically just picked the decks that I played before.
Okay. Awesome. Can I ask you about your Better Than Rinriette deck name? Is that just a general statement that you're better than Rinriette, or your deck was better than Rinriette's version?
Because Rinriette was playing a Kaino deck with Trigon, and I got really annoyed by that because I think it's a really bad idea. Because you can't really reliably get the Trigon in time before you need to Kaino hero power.
That makes sense.
And yeah, I made a deck without the Trigon, and it works. So
cool.
Better than Rinriette.
Nice.
Can't argue with that logic.
Yeah, absolutely not. Cool. Well, how's your team doing? People still playing? People still making decks? Feeling good? Britches wasn't here.
People are playing.
Was he?
That's true.
He's played like crap this month, or?
I mean, he tried a lot to make the what is it called? The Scatador one turn heal deck work.
Yeah.
You kind of lose to the timer on that one.
The whole yell deck, as it were.
Man, the timer is a tough opponent.
Yeah, you can't really beat the timer.
I've never even gotten close to timing out in a game personally, but.
Well, no, the problem is that you need to like click like 3 times or something for each HP. So when you do with the one turn heal combo. So it's literally impossible because you need to wait for the animations to play out.
Okay, yeah.
At least in a real game. You can do it in bot games, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have 45 minutes then, so not too bad. Awesome. Well, Meme Reactor gets another victory in here.
Yep. Where's the Shrining, by the way?
Shadow got tilted and left. I don't know, he would make out some excuse he had to study, but then he was playing Heroes of the Storm. And I don't know, Hayal has just been AWOL. Nate doesn't play anymore on the weekends. And we have Wildblade though. He did okay. First little run here. Not great, but yeah, we're all kind of letting you guys kick our asses right now. That's all I can really say. I guess, gotta be honest.
Yep.
What we need is a special tournament. The best 4 Shrining versus the best 4 Meme Reactor.
Oh, that'd be fun. I like that idea.
4 Shrining players left? Do we even have 4 Shrining players?
I'm sure we could. Hall could buy some online or something.
All right, fine. 3. How about 3?
3v3 team battle. That'd be fun. See if we can set something up.
Yeah.
But now we know you're better than Renriette, so I'm not so worried about him anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I did only win because Renriette wasn't here.
Yeah,
Because
fair enough.
Time I get completely destroyed.
Fair enough.
He already had so many titles. He's like, nah, I think I'm good.
Yep.
So overall, what are your opinions of new cards? I think they've changed the meta up a little bit, freshened things up.
I mean, they did change some things. Pretty sure they're not like there are still decks out there that people haven't built yet. Like,
yeah.
I've played around a lot with the 2-color shrines because they're actually really nice for making 3-color decks because it gets a lot more consistent to get your colors together.
Yeah.
Obviously, right now you have to play corruption because they're all 3-part corruption. But when we get hopefully more in the future, that's gonna be good. Other than that, I mean, Guardian is kind of fun to play with because now you can actually play Arcane Summoning with that, and you have a reason to play Crypt. The only problem I see with it is that it's legendary and you can't play 2 of them on the board at the same time, so Arcane Summoning is a little bit iffy sometimes when you don't draw one of the 2. Let me take a look at the new cards. Scatterer is kind of a meme, right?
Yeah.
I've played around with him, but it's like when you play him against control, he feels really bad because he literally kills your tempo.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just didn't perform well today, but every time he seemed really bad. Maybe it was just a matchup, but it just wasn't looking good.
If people weren't playing any removal, then he would obviously be great against like for board combat. He's great, but other than that, not really amazing. Eternal Servant is just a good card, I think.
Yeah, that had some fun moments today.
You just always play that, right? When you play Enoch or any kind of aggressive deck with Dominion or Corruption. I don't think Deluded Despot is very good, but
it's kind of like a vanilla card.
Yeah. It's not that amazing. I'm going from the bottom to the top for some reason now, but and I mean obviously Cleanse is like
pretty nasty
card. Yeah, it goes in basically any deck.
Anything that's not aggro, right?
Even an aggro, maybe. Like it's an ancient card, so you can kind of fit it in anyway.
Yeah.
Like you can just play it as a shrine, and just being able to take out one big creature to get your last attack in can be very good. Like at that point, the mana doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't play it in like mono rage or something like that. I mean, other than that, and yeah, like in Conquest, it's more about figuring out what decks don't need cleanse.
Okay. Yep.
Because you can only play 4 copies of it. What else is there?
Make it primary. Call it a day.
Oh my god, no. You could just put 20 of them into your deck then. Like,
hell yeah. 20 goblins, 20 fireballs.
Sure.
20 cleanses.
Maybe not 20, but like 10 easily.
The curve is going to be a little bit awkward with that.
Well, I mean, you need like some shrines to get
the
colors.
Start at 5 mana, right?
Oh man.
You never run out of cards either because it cycles. Like
yeah, ready to go.
We're gonna have an all ancient deck one day.
Right.
That'd be
well,
cool.
I mean, technically you can do all ancient, right?
But have it not suck is what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You must think Wonderbird is a great card, right?
Not really. I think I've played it a little bit in the weird deck I've been playing, just because it's an invocation and you can give Crypt +1 speed without having to play order or anything like that, or like nature. But yeah, it's kind of kind of meh.
Fair enough.
I like Hallowed Essence as well. It's just you feel bad about playing it, right? Like you play it on for 2 mana, it doesn't really do anything. You play it for 4 mana, it's just a 4/4.
Yeah.
I think it's really bad. Yeah.
It's gonna be honest.
I'm also not much of a fan of the orc. Like, the fact that he just dies to 3 damage anyway in combat, it's like you give him +1 HP, but then at the end of combat he loses the +1 HP. So
Yeah.
what was the point of giving him +1 HP?
Just so you feel better about losing him. Stays around a little longer. You can say goodbye. Send him off.
I mean, technically that's actually even worse, because if you have a Flesh Sculptor on board for some reason in your Rage Order deck, then he would die after combat. So you wouldn't get the zombie out of the Flesh Sculptor. When if the Flesh Sculptor also, I don't know, like I don't know
Just not
why
the
it
best.
gives +1 HP. Yeah, I almost feel like it could just permanently give +1 HP on orc.
You know why? So you still have time to put a touch of light on him before your turn ends. Done.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just giving it +1 HP, like as long as you have order, is probably the way to go.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I originally read the card.
I think that's what I thought too, because I think I rated it higher than I should have. Because I actually didn't realize that you lose the HP. I think I just assumed that you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just strange. I mean, the attacking thing makes sense. The blocking, yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's like even worse than Wonderbird giving +1 HP, because at least with Wonderbird it protects from like fumes and consume.
Yeah.
But this is just like, what's the point?
Just poop. Straight poop.
The
Yeah,
Lifebound is nice, I guess, but other than that,
yeah, but it's like it's only when you block with it. So your opponent has to play into it, kind of. You can't actively gain life with it, right?
no. So is
Yeah.
it just meant to be as an attacking card in Rage, where it's a 4/3?
Kind of, I guess. But like, why would you play that in Rage when you have a 3 mana 1 level card that is a 3/4, which is a better stat line?
Yeah.
Well, this guy has 3 speed. That's still something.
Yeah, but you're playing Rage. Like, do you really care about speed, or do you just go?
Yeah. I care about the speed of doing damage, not the speed of the creature.
Is there any
Sweet.
cards left that you haven't talked about yet? Or...
I mean, we've covered a lot. I mean, Sylvan Wisdom, we said, is pretty much trash because there's just no good target that's worth it 2 extra mana.
There's one good target for Sylvan Wisdom. Well, 2 technically if you count Dust Titan, and the other target is Electric Aurite, because you can pull it
Okay.
out and immediately have the energy on it, and then do your dragon thing. But it doesn't
Yeah.
actually make the combo any faster. It just means you can tutor for it, I guess, but you can't tutor for anything else in the deck. So
Yeah.
I guess you can maybe switch out like 1 Electric Aurite for 1 Sylvan Wisdom, so you have the energy on there. I don't know. Like the
It's a pretty deep cut, but I'll give it to you.
I mean, the deck pretty bad anyway right now because of the path nerf.
Yeah.
Like, feels bad, but oh well. And Life Force Essence is great. I mean,
Obviously.
it's just
Yeah, you were loving that today.
2 mana Dust Titan. Yeah.
Yeah, a card is really cool.
Forget what match it was. Someone just kept trying to kill your stuff, and you were just like, no, no, no.
I mean, yeah, and it's like it's if you think about it, it's a 2 mana copy of one of your creatures. So you put it on like a red dragon, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Well,
It's
I
like,
mean,
okay, we'll
it's
nerf
fine,
Parallel
just use it
Evolution,
on
but we'll
Dust
give you
Titan.
this.
Dust Titan is also
Yeah.
really good too.
You can also pull it out of Grand Reunion because it's a spirit, so it's
Yeah, I
even
saw that.
better.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you can put your Dust Titans back to 2 HP, and they will actually grow, even though it's not technically energy game. Game.
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, yep, you can.
Oh, I guess it considers it
Devastating
a
on
gain
zero
because it went
energy
from
at the
0
end of
to
your
2,
opponent's turn.
so it's considered a gain. Huh. Cool.
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, or
what about the raiding party?
I mean, it's kind of alright, I guess. I don't feel like Wisdom Rage wants to play this card.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't be
like
in
Wisdom
Rage
Rage
control. It would have to be some other deck you'd want to make, some more of like
you
a...
want to play some kind of aggressive deck, but at that point, why not just play Mono Rage and play Flame Serpents and stuff?
Yeah.
And like mid-range wise, you don't really get life gain in Wisdom Rage, so that can be kind of dicey. When you just, like, if you just drop down creature. Yeah.
I mean, I always thought it's Horizons, Party, and then Phoenix, right?
I mean, if you're playing Horizons anyway, you want to go to, you want to just go to 3 levels. So at that point, it's only good at 3 mana 2 levels. Because you're always gonna want to go to 3 levels pretty much as fast as possible. Or to 3 mana 3 levels.
It
and
just
then from there on,
Elder
and Phoenix are just
playing,
better.
what's his name? Battlescar.
Elder, yeah.
It's just kind of like, okay, well, that's just a vanilla 4/4 now.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Awesome.
I feel like I'm still gonna give this guy some tries because he just looks like not so easy to deal with when you play him on turn 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you play damage removal. But if you're playing against Corruption, they consume it and then they laugh in your face.
Well, I mean, they need to be at 3 levels to consume it. So it's not so easy.
Oh, at that point they should be alright, or they should at least be able to.
Yeah.
And even if they do consume it, it's not terrible for you.
Nah.
I mean, I'm not saying the card is brilliant.
It doesn't work against Elder or Phoenix, though.
Yeah, the only issue with Elder is that you don't draw the card off of Elder anymore because it has 4 attack. So it's like your Elder gets a little worse as a result.
That's the reason why you
It does
play
actually
Elder,
matter because you want to curve out from this into your 3 mana 3 level. And then if that is Elder in your hand, then you kind of feel bad about that, right?
But you could just replace it with Jin. That's what I was thinking originally. Just try Jin instead of Elder. Similar.
Jin?
So it's a similar idea, like a big guy that gets you value.
It is less tempo, but yeah.
But then you just played a bigger tempo card right before. But of course, none of this is gonna matter if Wisdom Rage just gets trounced in the meta. Like this guy is not gonna change that.
No.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing is also, think about what you want to cut. And you don't really want to cut something like a Fire Blast for this.
No.
If you're expecting any kind of aggro. And you always want to play Fireball, and you always want to play Symbol of Fire, and like always want to play Phoenix, and so on and so forth. It's kind of hard to find bad cards in Wisdom Rage that you actually want to cut.
Yeah.
I think this just seems like kind of below the below the.
Well, what would it need to be like on par? Like 4/4? I think it was 4/4, or like if it was a 2/4 with those stats, that'd be like.
That would be pretty good, right?
It's shielded Battlescarred Elder.
Maybe. Actually, what if it was a 1/4 baseline and it got the +2 attack, so it becomes a 3/4, so it doesn't conflict with Elder?
Oh, that would be much better, yeah. A 3/4 with a shield.
I don't know if that would be too good though, because like, how do you kill that?
Yeah, going from 3 to 4 is a lot.
Cataclysm.
I mean, Cataclysm. You're playing this on turn 3. Yeah, if it was a 3/4 stat line, it'd be quite insane.
Like if you play damage removal, you need like 3 damage spells to kill this because you need to burn through the shield and the 4 HP, and like even Mono Corruption needs like double fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to make this card good. It's like it's almost good, but if you make it better, it becomes too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes from like okay to insane.
Man, these stats matter a lot. Yeah, it's just a matter of 3/4 is generally better stat line than 4/3.
Mm.
And if that is enough to push it over the edge, I mean it's already pretty close to good. It's just like maybe not, just barely not quite there.
Maybe one day we'll get Orc synergy, and then this card is going to be great.
Well, what other orcs are you really running in Wisdom Rage? Or are you just thinking of making a mid-range orc deck or something like that?
I mean, why not, right? Like, we have a decent amount of orcs, right?
Well, let's find
Start
out.
Elder, and we've got...
Tortured Orc.
Yeah, and the new
Force Slaver,
Orc,
therefore.
Rocky Berserker, pretty good card.
Offering Yard Priest.
Oh, Erulak is an orc too.
Oh, yes.
Jokri.
Don't make me laugh.
We need to play a 6-color deck and get this rolling.
So the only orc creatures are in Rage, it seems, except Jokri, but who cares? Oh yeah, Murder is a chieftain. Don't make me laugh. Wait, so that card was buffed, right? But it's still just as bad.
It's slightly better, I think.
We need to add more text to it, I think.
It's
then
still
it'll be
pretty
better.
bad, yeah.
It's just sacrificing your own creatures is not too good.
Yeah.
Like if you just had to sack 1, it wouldn't be terrible, right? But like 2? Jeez.
Hey, if you could sacrifice 1 to not pay 2 mana, I guess.
That might work at least. It'd be like a lot of stats. But then a Triska would be really sad.
There are good cards to sack, but yeah.
The 2 is just too much. Like, you're losing too much attack power on the board.
Yeah.
And there was some other problem with it. I mean, Doctor Sticks can kill him in case that ever became a thing. But you can instill it, but, you know, because you have to sack 2 creatures,
you can instill it for like 7 mana.
It just doesn't work. Yeah, like the point is, the cost to play him is too high at the moment. But if you only had to sack 1 creature, then let's say you play the 1/1 that summons another 1/1, then you instill these 2 guys, and whoa, 10 damage, maybe. I don't know.
It's a great idea.
The one thing that he does do is he works with Primal Battles, so you can play him in Primal Battle something and immediately draw a card, because he says whenever he destroys a... And
that's
like,
cool.
Symbol as well, but I mean, Symbol is like way too expensive.
Yeah. You basically just spin it back for this kind of shenanigan.
Yeah.
By the way, does anyone play her ever? Even with the new change?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, she's really only good with a handful of cards, right? The target emblem guys, it's really it.
Maybe it's just good for beginning players to have a really simple thing, I guess.
What's really weird is that it actually doesn't have any synergy with Dominion itself. Like, Dominion doesn't need that at all.
Yeah, they already have the deadly creatures that they want.
They have the assassin already, and they have the shrine that pops guys. Like, Rage actually could make better use of that than Dominion, because
it doesn't even work with a shrine, because you would have to make the creature in your hand deadly first.
No, what I mean is it's just the Dominion already has the shrine. Like, they have enough removal. They don't need a hero power. Like in the purple target emblem that we were testing, there was almost no Dominion at all, which is all Rage cards basically, because they're the ones that can benefit from this ability, like Flamer Warriors and stuff. And I think Erulak could do like a board clear when you played him, just kill everything.
Yeah.
It does technically have synergy with Unstoppable, because you only need 1 damage to kill, and then you get the rest of the damage through. So that's
pretty weak sauce, though.
There are some Dominion cards with that, I guess.
You gotta play in the implant
stuff, of course, but
I mean, poor basic Despina can't catch a break. But you know what? We shouldn't really worry. There's always gonna be some hero that's never played, right?
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time basic Nephiros was played?
But Dobby played basic Nephoros, but he didn't actually use the ability in that deck. Just for ritual of fairy thing. I think that was the last time I saw.
Yep.
And like, even zombies didn't play him anymore, right?
No,
because they just play.
They only ever used it because the other
chicken
choices
thing.
were worse.
Yeah. Back when the game came out, it was good.
But now that we have
To be
Amon,
fair,
it's like,
there are a lot of corruption heroes.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
6.
It's like
But it's really just a matter
if
of
you have
Amon
6 corruption
existing.
heroes.
Amon just eclipses basic Nephoros, like it's not even close. It arguably
Maybe
eclipses
if you're
the other
playing-
Nephoros too.
Yeah, they both kind of lost their steam.
Basic Nephoros would have to well, I would like the effect to just be permanent. Like you just reduce the creature's speed permanently by 1.
That'd
Why
be
is it
cool.
only till the end of turn?
Nah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little bit hard to like visualize on the board, I guess, because we don't have an emblem for that or anything like that.
Why would you need an emblem for it?
The speed would just go down.
It just has 1 less speed.
Well, yeah, but what? I mean, it's a little weird.
It's as if he was constantly under the effect of Hands from Beyond. Something like
yeah, but
that.
Hands from Beyond is on the board. That's what I mean. It's like you don't see on the board why your creature is now -1.
Well,
You don't
could
get to like click on your creature and see like an enchantment on it or something like that, or a counter on it.
But I mean,
It's
does
just-
it matter? You can't remove it anyways. It's not something you could fix on the card.
Oh, but now,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just as if its stats have been permanently altered. It's
You could have
not
like a retardation emblem that slows it down.
like a snail emblem or something.
Yeah.
Don't we already have that though in Stupefy?
No, that's
I mean, that's
the
literally what
beer.
Stupefy means, right?
Well, that just removes
Yeah.
card text. It doesn't change the speed.
Yeah, but that's a retardation emblem, right? Stupefy.
There is no emblem though. I mean, I don't know if you call it
Well,
an emblem. There's an animation,
effect is an emblem.
but I mean, do
Yeah,
you
I mean, that
consider
counts, right?
there's no shock emblem? But we don't understand what happens when a creature is shocked. It's got
Yeah.
little sparks, or when you put the basic Zash, it's got the ring of
Yeah.
fire.
To be fair though, that is temporary.
Yeah.
That kind of an effect. So it's like it only happens for like 1 turn. So it's not something you can really forget about, and then look at the card and be like, "Why the fuck is this -1 speed?" Like,
Honestly, I think these are like tiny concerns. Oh no, people might be confused.
Yeah.
Come on. Our player base is not that stupid.
Yeah, some of them
they- yeah. Maybe you play basic Nepharos if you play like a level 1 only deck with like spiders. That would be the only thing I can
that'd
think
be
of.
sick.
But even then, the ability is almost trash.
Yeah, but it's the only one you can use.
Oh man. Sad times for basic Nephoros.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy. Then again, advanced Nephoros isn't really played anymore.
Oh yeah, because you could just become advanced Nephoros from Amon if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, the reality is Amon just makes the other corruption heroes much worse. Because he can become them.
Yeah. It's a very good point.
Well, yeah, if you're playing control, like if you're playing something that can actually afford to spend a turn basically doing nothing and just gaining health.
Yeah, sure. Fair. Like you wouldn't play
Like
that.
if you're playing demons, you're always still going to play the other Amon, right? The demon Amon. And if you're playing zombies, you're going to play the corruption, Lord of Corruption Amon because you want the chickens.
Well, I mean, if you're playing
Yeah.
the chicken variant, you can play zombies with the normal Amon too. It's not like impossible to do. Just maybe less likely.
Yeah, but I mean, do you really want to spend a 3 mana, 3 level ability to just gain health in zombies?
No.
Like, you kind of want to kill people with zombies, right?
Well, yeah, but the
Yeah.
point is that if you're up against a control deck and you are not winning, for instance, well then you can become advanced Despina or something and like
Yeah,
go
here's
toe to
what
toe
you
with
do.
them.
Win then though.
You hit the escape button, you click resign at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're playing zombies against a control deck and you don't have tempo anymore, then
Yeah,
you lose.
you still have Tombs and Sanctum. It's not like you have nothing.
Yeah, just every turn you get
Yeah.
closer and closer to nothing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm
But
just
Sanctum is
old-fashioned.
good against control though.
All right, well, I think I'm gonna head out, boys. It's been a wonderful time talking with you, and yeah, I'll miss everyone, but I gotta take my break for the summer, and I'll see y'all when I'm back.
All right then. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up then. Stay tuned for next Masters. I don't with whoever it will be. Whoever is...
Voltor comes back.
Voltor comes back.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be incredible. Someone get him on the phone.
He like randomly shows up, but I don't know if he'd be up for doing it. He may be so out of touch with the meta. It's like, wow, what are all these new cards?
Yeah. Well, it was like that when he knew the cards, so I don't think much has changed. All right, boys. Well, congratulations, Torque, once again. I'm glad you finally kicked some butt and beat this thing with Priest. Makes me very happy.
Had to be Priest.
Hell yeah. All right, well, I'm signing off. Everyone have a wonderful time, and I'll see you around sometime.
Yeah.
Yep. See ya.